they can easily meld and be melded into different people. So look, anti-fascist can be many different type of political ideologies. It can be Republicanism, which we are in a republic. So people who actually believe to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, citizenship in a state organized as a republic, a non-ideological scientific approach to politics and governance, meaning that it's science, but it has no ideology. It's just scientific approach to politics and governing. That's what republicanism is. Now, anarchism, which I believe that this particular version of anti-fascist is practicing political philosophy movement that rejects all involuntary cohesive forms of hierarchy. It calls for the abolition of the states, which it holds to be undesirable, unnecessary, and harmful. Abolition of the state, which it holds to be undesirable, unnecessary, and harmful. Okay, if we're going to eliminate the state, which is the state of the United States of America, what are we going towards, right? So 3, social democracy, a political, social, and economic philosophy within socialism, which supports political and economic democracy. 4, syndicalism, radical current in the labor movement, establishment of local worker-based organizations, and the advance of the demands and rights of workers through strikes. It's so small I can't see it. I have to be able to read through this faster.
Isn't that close to one of the Marxism definitions?
Right. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of coming up and bringing these definitions. It's someone who was not appreciative of what the other person was saying, like churches, and they broke away and they started their division of what they thought this was going to be, right? But Antifa or anti-fascists can meld and mold into these different organizations. In other words, translation, if you are opposite that, but I want to get you to be on my side, I will be able to meld and mold in and be a module to connect to your political ideology and be able to push for you to become an anti-fascist. That's what that's saying. What do you have to say to that? What do you have to say to that real quick? This is chameleon shit. I don't know.
What it looks like is how cancer spreads. That's what it looks like to me. All of these different overlapping definitions and stuff like that. And if you could bring that last slide back up for me, because it was one of the, two things in that slide. Okay, so under the anarchism, you cover that if you want to abolish, we are the United States of America. So why wouldn't anarchy be looked at as treason? Why wouldn't it be looked at as treason? You're looking to abolish the states that are the states that have been put together as the United States of America. And you're saying, now you live here and you're coming against that openly. That's a type of treason. So I don't understand how that could be going forward. And then on the social the syndicalism, radical current in the labor movement, establishment of local worker-based organizations, and the advance of the demands and rights of workers through strikes. Well, that somewhat crosses over into communism, because remember the definition of communism, everything became community, everything was kind of wrapped up in the labor movement, and nobody owned anything. It was all communal. So syndicalism and communism are very, very similar. So it's important, people, you need to have your notebooks out and your pens out and writing these down. Even if you can't catch them all, you can always go back to the replay of the broadcast and bring these back up. The work has basically been done for you. You can even take your phone and do a snapshot of them as we pull them up. But this is very important because they count on the fact that we are ignorant of definitions, and you have people out here running willy-nilly and don't know what they're talking about. Like the slide that we showed yesterday, where the people forced their way into the courthouse to see the mayor or whatnot, and they said, is this some kind of anti-fascist oh, okay. Is this some kind of anti-fascist organization? What, we can't come in, see our elected officials? What is this, some kind of anti-fascist? So that is what spurned or encouraged Dee to look up these definitions to give you, because there are terminologies being tossed around, and they went in under that premise and was totally wrong and didn't know the laws.